Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Yes, it's feeling like the old days today because I'm going to be talking about Blizzard Entertainment, something which I've spent a lot of the last 8 years talking about. But if you have followed the company for any length of time, then you'll know that over the course of the last 18 months or so, 2 years, they really have gone through it. As a customer, I can say from my own personal experience, and probably from a lot of others, judging by the way that the games that they have seem to be hemorrhaging people, that the quality of the products in which they're putting out has dropped substantially from the company that we used to know 10, 15 years ago. Not only that, we hear, of course, of exceedingly high wages being presented to the board of directors, etc. And then, of course, after they had announced a record year for the company, record profits, record turnover, best time to be a shareholder, they then, in the next breath, sacked 800, 900 odd people from Activision Blizzard in an effort to cost cut for the year ahead. There was approximately, I believe, 219 or so from Blizzard Entertainment itself. But that wasn't just it. They had CFOs leaving, both from Activision Blizzard and from Blizzard Entertainment. They had people come into the company for less pay that weren't skilled. They then had employees coming out and saying this probably wasn't a good move to sack the people. The company's probably actually going to be worse for it. Worse because they don't have the skilled people that they require for the jobs. Worse because the people who have remained, their morale is absolutely shot because they're just being treated like absolute pigs. Then, of course, they put up advertisements to rehire for a lot of the roles for the people who had been sacked. The whole thing was a complete and utter cluster. News came out again about Activision Blizzard tax dodging and the ways that they try and do that. News came out about the pays for the board of directors, particularly Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision Blizzard. Ridiculous sums of money that they were earning, and yet, of course, who were the people suffering? The regular employees. So with that said, which could have been in a single breath maybe, this article from Bloomberg, from Schreier, Blizzard workers share salaries in revolt over wage disparities. Employees at Blizzard Entertainment began circulating a spreadsheet on Friday to anonymously share salaries and recent pay increases. The latest example of rising tension in the video game industry over wage disparities and executive compensation. Now, I just recently mentioned Bobby Kotick. We'll get to him in a moment, but I just want to refresh your memory to the Activision Blizzard CFO who was rehired after 18 months away from the company and given a $15 million golden handshake for coming back. Left the role, came back, 15 million golden handshake. This was made up of 11.3 million in stock options, which I believe has been paid through, an additional 3.75 million in funds. Then that was on top of the $900,000 salary that they would get, plus an additional 1.35 million target bonus. So all in all, this came to $17+ million just for that 1 year. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Meanwhile, 900 people sacked from the company. Cost cutting. The people that actually do the donkey work, that create the games, that go out there for people to purchase. Oh, let's carry on a wee bit. In 2019, after an internal survey revealed that more than half of Blizzard workers were unhappy with their compensation, the company told staff it would perform a study to ensure fair pay. According to people familiar with the situation, Blizzard implemented the results of that study last month, which led to an outcry on the company's internal Slack messaging boards. One employee then created a spreadsheet and encouraged staff to share their compensation information. The anonymous document, reviewed by the article, contains dozens of purported Blizzard salaries and pay bumps. Most of the rises are below 10%, significantly less than Blizzard employees said they expected following the study. Our goal has always been to ensure we compensate our employees fairly and competitively, Activision Blizzard spokeswoman Jessica Taylor said. We are constantly reviewing compensation philosophies to better recognize the talent of our highest performers and keep us competitive in the industry, all with the aim of rewarding and investing more in top employees. Really? Well, let's have a look at Bobby Kotick, shall we? Because in 2019, the year in which they sacked 800, 900 odd people from the company in an effort to cost cut, he was actually put at number 45 by the advocacy group As You Sow as the most overpaid CEO list. 45 on that. Look who else appears on it as well. Android Wilson for EA coming in at 98. Arguing, by the way, going back to Kotick, that almost $13 million of his $28.7 million in pay that year was excessive. Just imagine what that $13 million could have done for the employees that were fired from that company. Those 800, 900 odd employees. 13 million that could have gone into the pot from one executive. The same year that a $15 million golden handshake is awarded to the returning CFO. Just imagine what that could have done if that was put into the pot. We've already got $30 million here. No? Okay. Then look at this. In a full 92% of Activision shareholders voted to approve Kotick's pay in June 2018, according to public disclosures for 2018. Kotick's pay is 319 times the median salary of an Activision employee. 319 times. But don't worry, folks, because Jessica Taylor says we aim to reward top employees with competitive compensation. This year, Blizzard's top performers received a salary increase that was 20% more than in prior years. But that's the top. The majority of people, as we saw, were seeing raises of less than 10%. And more people got promotions, Taylor added. Our overall salary investment is consistent with prior years. Consistent with prior years? Well, that's interesting because it says here that you were actually putting together, because they were unhappy with pay, a study to ensure that they were paid fairly. So your employees are unhappy with their levels of pay. You say you're going to do a study, and your study basically says, screw them. We think we're being competitive in the marketplace. Poor. Wage disparity has become a hot button issue in the $150 billion video game industry. Dwarves Hollywood. Dwarves it. That's around, I think, 46, 47 billion. Around about there, 150 billion video game industry. As calls for unionization grows, A pro-Labour group recently slammed Activision Blizzard for the pay of Chief Executive Officer Bobby Kotick. His 2019 compensation was worth $40 million. His compensation at the end of that year, according to data compiled by Bloomberg, and the package has grown since then as the company's stock has soared. Last year, the company also paid $15 million to returning CFO, as I've just mentioned. In internal messages reviewed by Bloomberg, Blizzard employees said that they were struggling to make ends meet while watching Activision Blizzard revenue grow year after year. Some producers and engineers at Blizzard can make well over $100,000 a year, but others, such as video game testers, customer service representatives, are often paid minimum wage or close to it. Blizzard Entertainment has traditionally remained autonomous from its parent company, but in recent years, Activision's corporate office has pushed the game development studio to cut costs. I did a video on that as well. They were looking to cut costs. They were actively trying to get people to quit the company. They shut down customer service centers left, right, and center. They wanted to cut costs at every given opportunity, and it shows, I think, very much so in the performance of the work. Because I haven't seen anything decent from Blizzard for a long time now. And then when we had BlizzCon at the end of last year, and we were told by J. Allen Brack, fucking not my president, that judge Blizzard by our actions in the future. Well, what did we get straight after BlizzCon? We got the absolute debacle that was the Warcraft 3 Reforged. A game which was meant to redo for the modern day Warcraft 3. And it got palmed off abroad to some shitty-ass company. And a lot of the things that they showed off never came into fruition. And people got refund after refund after refund for that game because they didn't get what they were promised by Blizzard. So, you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. And I'm sorry to use that analogy to Blizzard employees, but that's just a simple fact. The more you cut costs, the cheaper the labor that you hire, that's only going to reflect in the quality of product that you put out. But hey, as long as Bobby and his posse get theirs, doesn't matter, does it? One veteran Blizzard employee told Bloomberg News that they received a raise of less than 50 cents an hour. And then it goes into other Blizzard employees saying that they can't afford to use the Blizzard cafeteria. We've got others saying that they use the free coffee system as a way to suppress their appetite. We've got another person saying that him and his wife have stopped discussions about having a child because they simply wouldn't be able to afford to have a child on the current wages that they get. This is hideous. Absolutely hideous and disgusting. While we get golden handshakes for Bobby Boy coming out the wazoo. It's disgrace. So there we go, folks. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming tonight, 6 p.m. UK time. The real BBC, bagging, boarding and chatting with Gary from Nerdrotic right here on this channel. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.